Crash has been bringing us his weird and wacky sense of fun since 1996, and now he's back with a whole new adventure, this time on the PS2. Once more he must face the psychotic Cortex and his latest diabolical plan to take over the world, this time with a new super creature and the power supplied from ancient crystals. This uproar has awoken the gods who are up to no good, unleashing terrible vengeance across the earth. So it's once more up to Crash and his motley band of misfit sidekicks to get the crystals back and save the day. The plot may be contrived, but that's something we've come to know and love about our dear Bandicoot. What makes this outing special are over 30 levels set in a variety of gorgeous environments, now rendered in beautiful style thanks to the power of the PS2. THQ are once again subjecting us to their special brand of motocross madness, starring Ricky Carmichael, but this time it has the power of the PS2 behind it. This time you can expect to see 25 tracks, many based on real-world locations rendered in beautiful PS2 style. There are also 16 customizable bikes and 28 real-life riders to choose between. Play modes include a dedicated stunt mode, career mode, arcade mode and 6 multiplayer modes, such as target jumping and stunt-offs. The stunts themselves are initiated with various button combos, along with a button to get you well into the air and a back brake to manage those corners without coming to rest in sandbags. Altogether, the controls are suitably complex without becoming contrived, and you can even make the bike spin a loop, which is worth points in any game. We've all learned that movie-based games can be a big letdown when it comes to actual gameplay, but Jurassic Park 3 from Savage Entertainment has evolved beyond that. The plot has been built up from scratch, rather than trying to follow the storyline of the movie. It instead weaves in and out of the on-screen action, incorporating elements of all the Jurassic Park movies and making them its own. We can expect to find all the dino favourites, such as the obligatory T-Rex, Raptors, Compies, Spitters, Spinosaurs and many more, along with human opponents and a range of weapons and vehicles to take them all on with. What's more, it will be possible to use stealth to outwit these opponents. Do you think you could stand perfectly still whilst a T-Rex explores the room? There's been a whole new high-performance 3D engine developed for the game, which is actually so flexible that Savage are thinking of licensing out for other games. And then there's the graphics. These dino buddies have been constructed from the original mesh models used by the famous Stan Winston's Creature Shop and skinned with high-resolution images captured from the finished models themselves. The results you can see for yourself. One of Half-Life's selling points was its strong storyline, which is arriving on the PS2 completely intact. But there are overhauls to be found within its now dated graphical engine. Console gamers can expect to find improved textures, shading and dynamic lighting, making full use of the machine's video capabilities. The models are much more detailed and move more realistically, not to mention the addition of eye movements and facial expressions. The control system is the second major concern when it comes to first-person shooters, but you'll be glad to know that Half-Life's control methods will bear great similarities to those of Red Faction, along with mouse and keyboard support for those who just can't live without it. Sequels are always worse than the originals, right? Fortunately, in the case of Mummy Returns, that's just not possible. In fact, Blitz games have altered or entirely changed several major aspects of the game to make up for the appalling nature of the Konami original. This time around, you can expect to see real-time lighting effects, high-resolution graphics, huge interactive landscapes and character models that actually resemble the actors from the movie. The big selling point is the option to play either Rick O'Connell with his battery of weapons, including broadswords, shotguns, handguns and twin pistols, or to take on the role of Imhotep himself. When playing Imhotep, you can begin the game with his basic hand-to-hand skills, But as the game progresses, he collects a variety of spells to realise his goal, including such joys as suck life force and raise mummies. The two characters mean there are two endings, and to get to them you'll have to progress through over 10 large levels of exploration, puzzle solving and bad guy removal. To keep the whole thing in tune with the movie, Blitz Games have even used direct voiceovers from the movie actors, so this time there should be nothing amiss.